The sinking of the RMS Titanic is one of the most famous maritime disasters in history. On the night of April 14 to 15, 1912, the Titanic struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic Ocean and subsequently sank, resulting in the loss of more than 1,500 lives. The exact sequence of events leading to the sinking has been extensively studied and documented. Here's a summary of what happened. The Titanic was a British passenger liner, deemed unsinkable due to its advanced design and safety features. It embarked on its maiden voyage from Southampton, England, to New York City, carrying over 2,200 passengers and crew members. The collision. On the night of April 14, 1912, at around 11:40 p.m., the Titanic struck an iceberg. The iceberg scraped along the starboard side of the ship, causing significant damage below the waterline. The impact created a series of punctures in the ship's hull, allowing water to flood into several compartments. Structural failure. The collision caused damage to a significant portion of the ship's hull, puncturing multiple compartments. The Titanic was designed with a system of watertight compartments that could be sealed off to prevent flooding. However, because the compartments were not fully sealed at the top, water spilled from one compartment to another, causing the ship to gradually lose buoyancy and stability. Insufficient lifeboats. The Titanic had lifeboats on board, but not enough to accommodate all the passengers and crew. The ship was legally required to carry a minimum of 16 lifeboats but only had 20, which could carry about 1,178 people, less than half of the total capacity. This shortage of lifeboats contributed to the loss of life. Communication and rescue efforts. Distress signals were sent out via wireless telegraph, and nearby ships, including the RMS Carpathia, responded to the Titanic's call for help. However, due to the vast distance and the limited number of lifeboats, rescue efforts were hindered. The Carpathia arrived at the scene around 4 hours after the sinking and rescued the survivors. Loss of life. Despite efforts to evacuate passengers into lifeboats, many were left stranded on the sinking ship or unable to reach the lifeboats in time. The frigid water, lack of life jackets, and hypothermia led to the loss of more than 1,500 lives. Investigations and reforms. The sinking of the Titanic led to significant changes in maritime safety regulations. International ice patrols were established, and stricter safety measures, including the requirement for ships to carry enough lifeboats for all passengers, were implemented. In conclusion, the Titanic sank after colliding with an iceberg due to a combination of factors, including structural failure, inadequate lifeboats, and the inability to quickly and effectively evacuate the passengers. The tragedy had a profound impact on maritime safety practices, leading to significant reforms to prevent such disasters in the future.